Excuse me. Hey YouTube, it's Alicia. Thanks for watching. I appreciate your time. Like, comment, share, subscribe, all that good stuff. Today I just wanted to pop in and discuss my journey on how I went from not being in a great mental place. So I was suicidal a couple of years ago, and now, you know, that is the last thing that I would consider. So I wanted to share with you a couple of things that has helped me on the journey. Um, you know, maybe I can help someone else. That is the goal. I was so I was very sad and depressed. I lost my mom about 8 years ago, and I just kept going with. I have three children at the time, and I kept going with the emotions. I was in a relationship. I had a job, so I could not fold, essentially. Um, I did not seek counseling or therapy immediately. I kind of just kept living life. A couple years after that, I had another child, so that made four. And then I went through the whole postpartum depression. I started seeing a therapist. It was okay for a while. And she was like, don't have any more kids. She listened, right? Um, Fast forward to maybe like 4 years ago, because my youngest is three. Um, had conceived, and then like right before that, that's when like the intrusive thoughts and the wanting to no longer be alive really started to settle in. I was at a job that I really wasn't happy at. I don't think that th- that environment was good for me mentally. Um, I was there for a while. They didn't really see my potential, and it was just weird to see people not really qualified really like move up and excel within the corporation, and I appeared to be stuck. Also was going through a little bit of issues with the person that I was talking to romantically at the time. So all of those factors really caused me to have a nervous breakdown. And I have been into personal development for a couple of years. So I would say for about five, at least 6 years now. And it's good. I'm always into mindset and learning to see what we can do, what steps can be made in order to live, a better life and enjoy it. I don't know what really happened um, the last time. I think it was just too much to bear. So I had to take a mental leave from work. I was on antidepressants. Um, I thought about running away. It was like really bad. Um, I couldn't do anything. Even when I took a mental leave, I was still home crying. Um, it just wasn't a nice sight. But today I am back to a great mental state, and I would say the only thing that really contribute to that would be personal development. Knowing that whatever you're going through is temporary. It won't last. Whatever you are going through, I would just recommend trying to focus on the good things. So the more good things that you can see, is like stacking gratitude. What are you grateful for? Just the little things could be really beneficial if you're having a bad day or a bad moment. Right, so you can be like, oh, it's not the house that I want, but I do have a house. It's not the job that I want, but I am able to bring in some sort of income. It's not the vehicle that I want, but I do have transportation. So when we look at things from a different perspective, it really, really, you know, kind of sheds a different light onto the situation or the scenario. Um, it would be beneficial to write down a list of all the things that you're happy for. And if you're in a bad mood, look at that list. So your list can have anything. Like, I'm happy that I have a TV. I'm happy that I have a phone. I'm happy that I get the opportunity to go outside and go for a walk. I'm happy that I have food in my refrigerator. I have water. I have, you know, a book to read. I have a parent. I have a sibling. I have a significant other. I have a bed. Like, whatever is going to take to get you out of that funk. Also, I would recommend to get up and like exercise, do something, some type of movement with your body, like dance or do jumping jacks, go for a jog, a walk, something along those lines. Another suggestion would be to figure out what your triggers are. Like, a lot of times we are not really trying to dig deep to see where the pain stems from. Like, a lot of times we carry trauma from childhood, from previous relationships, from a death of a loved one, from something that really, really scared us or fears. So I would recommend looking into the things that make you afraid or uncomfortable so that you could get over it, figure it out and get over it. And lastly, figure out a plan to get you out of the current situation that you don't like. So a lot of times it's easier to just complain, but the better alternative would be to say, I don't like this. I'm grateful for what it is right now, and create what you want. So write it down. Write down like a plan for your life. Like, what would you like ideally? If you had a magic wand, what would your life look like? Like, do you want to travel? Would you like to be a movie star? Do you want to be a doctor? Like, whatever your dreams and aspirations are, I would recommend you to write it down and then do something each day, each week, each month towards your goal, and to not give up. Don't get discouraged, and continue to do whatever it takes. Also, to surround yourself with like-minded individuals, so that if you are having a moment where you don't want to you know do anything, or you feel like you can
Hey, look at this.
you can be around a nice community, because your community shh, your community will really, really, really sure, your community will really, really help you when you're having those difficult times, because in my opinion, there's nothing worse than having a moment like you're sad, you're depressed, you're having anxiety, and then you try to share it with that individual, and for one, they don't care. Two, they don't have the mental capacity to help you, and three, they make the matter worse. And they can do it by not offering solutions, or providing you with solutions that will not benefit you long term. Um, so, like, they'll be like, hey, here's this drug to cover it up. So, to each his own. I would just like to know, like you to know that it's okay. It's temporary. We're all here for a reason. Please, please don't take your life. You never know what lessons or what can come in the future. Like, your story isn't over. It's like when you're having something really, really traumatic happen, just it's like a book, you know. What is the next chapter? You never know what life is going to bring. So remain optimistic, remain positive and joyful, and find happiness in the little things. That's it. That's my video for today. Like, comment, share, subscribe, all that good stuff. And I'll see you next time.